our next steps in moving forward with our goal of differentiation with the technology.
Okay.
So we're going to go over a couple of these checklist items. Checklists are a really good way to help us really make sure that we are using the tool in the most effective way.
Okay.
And so we want to make sure that we're using it for differentiation. And did we decide, I feel refreshed my memory, did you want to do this in your small group where you're leading it as a way for you to start?
Yes.
So that eventually you would like for them to be able to use it on their own as a student center?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So looking at this, here is a checklist here of effective guiding questions.
Okay.
So we don't want too many. Let's try and keep it under 10.
Okay.
And look through here and see if you are creating your Nearpod, which we will be doing. And which topic are you going to do this lesson on with them?
Area and perimeter.
The area and perimeter. Okay. So keeping in mind that area and perimeter, we want to kind of sit down and look at our checklist and decide what is going to help us best create the most effective Nearpod lesson. Okay.
Cool.
So in here, is there anything you see that kind of jumps out
Let's
at
say,
you?
obviously addressing the standards.
Okay, so we want to keep that one in.
Perfect, yes.
Okay.
Let's see. Identify the knowledge, identify the skills. Well, I feel like addressing the standards is identifying the skills that they need for this. So maybe we can take that out.
Okay.
You agree?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
so. Because your standards are essentially,
Right.
what those are. Okay.
Let's see. Identify the big ideas. Oh, definitely. And I love area and perimeter. It's fun, and it kind of is a big idea.
Right.
So it's fun. I can't wait to do this. So definitely leave this in.
Okay.
And the difference between area and perimeter is the big thing.
So that's
Oh
like the
my gosh.
biggest
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Okay.
And why to use it. Real world. They always want to know, why do I need to learn this? Why do I need to? Well, this is obviously something we use the rest of our life.
Right.
So let's see. Add meaningful topics. Address meaningful topics. Ooh, address personally relevant topics. That's what I just meant.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
I feel like
So if we're building a house and we need new carpet, what are we going to use? Area or perimeter?
right.
That kind of thing. And I don't care how many times you tell them, and this is something that they learned in third grade as well. They still just back and forth all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to teach it, but it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand why you don't get this.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. So relevant topics, definitely. I love
Okay.
that. Let's see. Appropriate words and then keep language easy to understand. I don't think we need both of those. So
Okay.
we'll keep this one.
All right. So we'll
Keep-
keep
yeah.
keeping the language. All right.
Prompt students, learning strategies. Prompt students to use technology. Obviously, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So that's a good one.
That's true.
And then communication skills. I don't see a need for that to be one of our checklists for this particular one.
Okay.
Because it's not, I mean, they're communicating with me through the Nearpod, but it's not like,
Right.
I don't know. What do you think?
No, I would say that's probably okay to take off for
Okay.
this one because, I mean, as long as you're able to,
That leaves us 7.
within your Nearpod, yeah, they'll be
Okay.
communicating those ideas
Perfect.
to you.
Okay.
And you'll be working with them in that small group too. So you'll be kind of
Yeah.
getting that communication back and forth.
Okay.
One. So, and then let's also take a look at this checklist and see if this is one that could be useful for you. This is kind of the quality assessment checklist. This
Okay.
helps to show us, we're choosing to use Nearpod as a way to differentiate, but essentially formatively assess
Yes.
them. Right?
Yes.
So is it meeting these aspects for
Okay.
a quality assessment?
Let's see. Retail student health. All right. So this Nearpod will, if I remember, it'll show them if they're right or wrong. So it's going to tell them how they're performing.
Yes.
Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. And then clearly tell me how they're performing, which is just as important, especially for a formative assessment. So I know when to keep working with these 3 maybe and send these 4 off by themselves if they get it. Yes?
Yeah.
All right. So it's going to tell me, that's for sure. Easy to use. I remember that being pretty easy. Little time to implement. So yeah, I think this is great.
Okay, so you feel like Nearpod kind of meets
I think
those.
so. Uh-huh.
All right. So then the next thing we'll do is we'll set up a time that I can work with you. I'll model for you, and we'll go through the Nearpod and
Perfect.
kind of using it in a small group to see how that would look.
Okay.
And we can set that up
Tomorrow.
All right.
I'm excited.
So then we can kind of go through and see how to do that, and then
Okay.
look at our different options within the Nearpod on how we can use that to differentiate.
Perfecto.
And I think that will help lead us into
I'm excited. This is
the next
awesome.
step up.
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right.
for choosing me to coach. I'm very
You're so
excited.
welcome.
Thank you. I need all the coaching I can get.
No, you've got this. Your kids are going to get it, and it's going to be awesome.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Perfecto.